What's next for you guys as a business? You obviously got, if you got to constantly reinvent yourself, as you know, in any business. But for you guys, you got a very traditional business with almost like a non-traditional distribution method, which I really like.
Yeah.
What's next? How do you go to the next level? Or do you guys just hold and continue to grow your existing customers?
There's an element to both. There's you've got more value in your existing customer base than you do in the customers that you don't. That's just
agreed.
Yeah. It's always harder to grow someone that you've got than you don't. So we always look for new opportunities. We work with our customer base. We work with our MSOs to look for those new trends.
What's an MSO?
So pretty much the medium small operators. So the likes of the Richies and the Champions and the anyone that has a group of independents. Yeah,
Richies, where the community benefits. That one. Yeah,
good family business. That one. So So we always work with them. We get good feedback in what's trending. We get an understanding of what their shoppers are looking for, what offering we can adapt to. We're very dynamic in the sense that we can kind of we can switch on a product pretty quickly if someone's got an idea, and we don't go on Facebook and scroll for ideas. But if we did that, we'd have a lot of failing products.
But you kind of get you get a good idea of what's trending. With your model, I always think about things like the soy milk 10 years ago or oat milk recently and all those type of things. You think about it, you're like, that's interesting.
Yeah, there's always there's also an element of the smallest part of the market always screams the loudest, so you've got to be pretty careful in not going where the sound's coming from.
For sure. That's it. Yeah. Trends are hard because trends should be data driven, but I think they're very narrative driven too much.
Yeah, that's it. And I think we just kind of stick to what we know best, what we do the best, which is drive a brand. Mm-hmm. We drive the Nippy's brand, and obviously that will cap out at some point. There's only so much population in this country that we can push the product to, and at that point, that's when you kind of go, okay, now we transition. What's the next phase? Until then, there's plenty of business out there for the model that we have. It's just about how do we make it more dynamic enough? How do we become more efficient? Where is there more money to be made within the resources we currently have? So that comes with time. And if I was to look back 5 years ago at what we were putting in place then, we've pretty much achieved 100% of what we were after to today. Mm-hmm. So and every year we're putting a 5-year plan in, and putting new OKRs in place to kind of measure ourselves against our successes and our losses, and go, all right, what worked, what didn't. Just because something didn't work doesn't mean it was a bad idea. Let's try and go it again and try a different way to achieve it.
Yeah, it might be execution as opposed to the concept.
Yeah, correct. So we're real methodical in that sense. We take our time. We make sure that we're doing it right, so we can always hit the bullseye as close to the first time as possible.